First opened in 1999. There's a good look at First Energy Stadium here in Cleveland, Ohio. This was the scene a few minutes ago. The dog pound in full roar as their Browns emerge from their tunnel. And they're ready to go as they get set to match up with the Atlanta Falcons. Again, everyone, with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, we look at this Browns ball club. They've gone a full half season since their last loss. Winners of 8 in a row.
And you don't get on win streaks like this without your defense playing a big role. They've created quite an identity, and I know they want and expect this streak to get to 9.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Falcons, they're hitting their stride of late. Winners of 3 of their last 4. 2 teams more than ready to get this one started. And off we go from Cleveland. This taken in at the goal line. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. So here come the Falcons now to get the football for the first time. Under center, it's the 2017 Heisman Trophy winner as you get a look at Baker Mayfield.
And you and I both know that any win is a good win, and that's what they did last week. But there's also plenty for him to work on in his game, wasn't there?
Yeah.
2 touchdowns, an interception. Yeah, you know, he wants to increase that a little bit in terms of ratio. But first and foremost, they did win the game.
Meanwhile, Mayfield's throw taken in by Ridley here. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down. They go play action. Mayfield. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down. Mayfield now. Well, this defense for the Browns, they were terrific a week ago in that victory over Tampa Bay, Charles.
While you can't actually see confidence rising in a unit, you feel like you can. And when you look at this team, you definitely think that it is, because anytime you can tell your offense, just get us a couple of touchdowns, we got this thing locked down, that's when you know you're playing well.
A bad time for a roughing penalty, and they get the gift of a 1st and 10. Mayfield. He'll let this go for the end zone. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. 2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. A big connection on that one. 37 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Opening carry of the game for Cordero Patterson. And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9. 9-yard line, 2nd and 6. From the gun, Mayfield. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete. On 3rd down, Mayfield. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. Deshaun Hand drops him for a loss of 10, and it's going to be 4th and long.
Really talk about how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on 3rd down. And we'll see Younghoe Koo now for the Falcons. This from 36 yards out. And this one is right through. And the Falcons are out to a 3-0 advantage. Had just the one big play on the drive, but that was enough to put him in field goal range.
Yeah, one big play of what they hope will be many others throughout the game. Every team has a different target for the number of plays like that, those explosives that we talk about. That allowed him to put points on the board on that drive. Let's see how the rest of the game goes.
And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. So here come the Browns for their first drive on offense. They will be led out by their dual-threat quarterback, the veteran from Clemson. It's Deshaun Watson.
And I thought it was a really nice performance last week by him. 3 touchdown passes. I think that signifies exactly what he was getting done. He did have the 1 interception.
But that's the ratio you say you're okay with, right?
If you go 3-1, you're going to be pretty happy over the course of the season. And let's face it, he'll never blame the receiver publicly. But behind closed doors, he probably told his agent, hey, what's the deal? I should have had a perfect game.
On 2nd and 9, Watson. Man open, that's Anthony Schwartz. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They give the Chubb out of the gun. The broken tackle, but couldn't create much space. Down just beyond the 35. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now Watson. This is the tight end, Njoku. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to them.
Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. Here's Watson. And this one almost intercepted. Not a good throw there. Nearly an opening drive INT. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Watson. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. A shotgun snap for Watson. Finds a seam inside the 40. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 36. Nice job keeping that opening drive alive, and they're in plus territory, that part of the field where you really want to convert on 3rd down. They did.
Big-time pickup for them, and now I think the aggressive play callers think to themselves, this part of the field, I take my shot at the end zone. Because the closer you get to the end zone, the field gets condensed. Makes it a lot tougher to run those routes. You still got a chance to actually run past people right now. Take your shot at the end zone early in the down and distance count.
Now a throw here going to be taken in by the tight end, Njoku. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
Shaq Lawson's one of those guys that after a while you quit just trying to define him by a position. Defensive end, outside linebacker, doesn't matter. He knows how to get upfield and spill some plays.
So disruptive. What makes him so disruptive?
I think it's strength. If you see his upper body, I mean, he's got some strength up there and some really good hands. But he's got some surprising quickness as well to get him upfield.
From the gun, here's Watson. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down.
And that's how you pick up a first down. Not only does he make the catch, but has enough body control to get his feet down inbounds, toe tapping and dragging to make sure he gets it done.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. To throw is Watson. They set up the screen to Chubb. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Ball at the 9 on 2nd and 8. Out of the gun, Watson. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. Watson looks to throw again. And this pass broken up. The contact well-timed there, and now 4th down.
Nice play there, forced incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
Day's kick is good. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. So for the second time in this one, we get set to see the Falcons offense. The partner just looking at some of the struggles they've had this season. The playoffs are not in their future. As they start to peer toward the offseason, what moves might they make?
I think the running back position, and I know we talk all the time about the NFL being a passing league, but the teams that run the ball effectively, they're the ones that go deep into the playoffs and go to the Super Bowl. They have to upgrade here. And you and I both know in recent years in the draft, people have shied away from taking a runner early, but if there's that special one there, I say they go get him.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Mayfield. And he'll be corralled right around the 34.
Here we go. Here we go. That's all. That's all. Gain of 16 yards.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route. And what you have to do on that one is a receiver's got to make sure he works a defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing. And they got it done.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Mayfield. He's got it complete to Aguilar. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and, of course, foot dragging.
Little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
Plenty of shouts from this crowd as they watch the replay. They want a challenge, and they're going to get one. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call.
Good work, boys. Let's go.
So the challenge there does not go their way. This will indeed remain a completed pass. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
They're making it look easy out there. Another 1st down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 1st downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. And he will find Ridley. That's complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
We got this.
That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
On 1st down, Patterson. He'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3. 33, a tight one after one on EA Sports. Second quarter now, Falcon football, as they've got it 2nd and 7. Mayfield looks to throw. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. Deshaun Hand able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Another takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
7th play of this drive coming up, and a long way to go on 3rd down. Mayfield to throw it. This to Pitts, and he's got him. Touchdown, Atlanta. Kyle Pitts with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Falcons have taken the lead.
And that was a beautiful ball right there as he waited for his tight end to come uncovered in the end zone, so give him points for patience as well. Delivered it right where it needed to be for 6 points.
Now for the point after. And it is up. And it's good. That'll make our score 10-3 now. So that drive takes them down the field in 8 plays. And the Falcons score to cap it off. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. This will be fielded inside the 5. And they nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37. Second drive coming up here for Cleveland as they return to the field on offense. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. From the 40 now on 2nd down. Watson, and he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. From just shy of midfield, Watson. That's to the right side and complete to Njoku. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. 3rd and 2, Watson. He's got his tight end, David Njoku. And he is going to have a Browns 1st down as this defense unable to hold. It's a 7-yard gain there on 3rd and 2. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the 1st down.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now they return to the ground game. Chubb. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. Here's Watson. And he whips that one incomplete there. The Browns on 3rd down. They've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. Now it's Watson. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. And Gay knocks this one through. And that'll bring him back within 4. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. Baker Mayfield leads the offense out for their next possession. He's played a pretty clean first half, a touchdown, no interceptions.
Frankly, that's what they expect out of him. They want to see the ball thrown and thrown well, and he's able to do that and put it in the end zone. They'd love to see more of that before this game finishes, but right now, he's got his team in a good spot.
A good spot, maybe looking for touchdown pass number 2 here in the second quarter. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Here's Mayfield. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And incomplete on the deep ball.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up, because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
Throwing, Mayfield. This complete left side to Aguilar. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
First and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. Now a give right side. It's Patterson, and that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. They run with Patterson, and he'll get it out to midfield. Let's say, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. They'll run on first down. Patterson. 42 yards on the ground for him so far. 2nd and 4. They'll try the left side. It's Patterson trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. The Falcons on third down. They've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Completes it to Aguilar. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll try the left side. Patterson. He'll get about 6 there as he takes this one down to the 24-yard line. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. To throw, Mayfield. Letting one go deep for the end zone. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete. Mayfield down. Open man, there is Patterson, complete. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
So another third down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal. They go play action. Mayfield. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. It'll go as nearly a loss of 10 on 1st and goal. So a disaster there. It goes as a 9-yard loss on the sack. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. On 2nd and goal, Mayfield. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. The pressure really ratcheting up. They get the sack on first down, then a near sack. They got to him there just as it was leaving his head.
Yeah, they might need to change their pass protection scheme a little bit. Maybe bring another guy into the backfield to help protect the quarterback, because that was awfully close.
Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And his kick is good. And that'll open the lead up to a touchdown now at 13-6. So a nice kick there as they add 3 to the lead.
And from what I've seen so far, Brandon, I think they've been the better of the two teams here in the first half. So even though you want the touchdown, I think that's a nice job there to put 3 points on the board.
This fielded right at the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go.
Another opportunity now for the Browns offense. A touchdown would tie it. They trail 13-6 as they come up with a 1st and 10. Watson now to throw. Got an open man. It's Schwartz. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. First down now, but that clock rolling. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down. That's complete to Peoples-Jones. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. Again, it's Watson. And this is caught, but I don't think he stayed in bounds. No, he didn't. It's incomplete. The throw took him past the boundary, and it's 4th. And he missed it. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. And that's the risk of the long. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. And with good starting field position and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket, no reason not to try and put a late scoring drive together. Mayfield's throw into the hands of Firkser here. Touchdown, Falcons!
That's what we are.
Anthony Firkser, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons are able to show off their quick strike ability. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. Those are the kind of drives they like on offense, from the coordinator to the quarterback, the line, everybody. 1-play drive and into the end zone for 6. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. A little under 30 seconds to go. We'll see how they play it here on 1st and 10. Now Watson. And that is incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10. Here's Watson. It fights him off. But he can't get away forever, and down he goes. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Not wanting to risk another sack, they'll play it safe with a run. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29. On 4th down, on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. Cordero Patterson deep for Atlanta. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. All that remains is to snap this once, and that'll do it for the first half of play. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. And okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And he returns this to the 22.
Come on, now, let's go!
The Browns offense getting set to go to work here to start the third. And right out of the gate, they face what you'd think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start clawing back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Watson. And that's going to be caught by Peoples-Jones. A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Watson. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Watson, a little touch pass on the jet sweep. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
To the air yet again, Watson. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And oh, that's going to wind up incomplete. Nearly their first pick of the game, but it does bring up 4th down. And Bojorquez on to punt as he gets it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. A 40-yard punt, no return. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. So we get set to start this third quarter. Here's the Falcons offense now. Mayfield now looking to throw on 1st down. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on 1st down to set him back on 2nd.
Well, partner, we know they came out of the locker room down on the scoreboard, but I will guarantee you the defensive side of the ball got super emotional. They can come out and play with aggressiveness, with fury, because they don't have to be quite as precise, and it paid off for them on that play, didn't it?
Sure did. Excellent play, really setting the tone for this third quarter. 2nd and 21, a lot of ground to cover. Another try after the 1st down sack. Mayfield. And his throw here is incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Taking a couple yards shy of midfield. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Browns have a short field in front of them now as they take over 1st and 10. Ready to take over again on offense. Out comes Cleveland. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. Back to the air, Watson on 2nd down. This is the tight end, Njoku. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
So now the Browns will turn it over to their field goal unit here. From the right hash, this from 53. Gay's kick is good. And that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. So his third field goal of the ball game brings him a bit closer, but there's no question they need to start turning some of these threes into sixes.
And sevens and probably even eights. You know, as a kicker, you just head out when you're called upon, so he's done his job. It's the rest of the offense that needs to get it in gear. They want to close this gap.
And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team. Now the Falcons offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Well, that's where this Cleveland crowd, the dog pound in particular, make it difficult on opposing offenses. It looked like they might have had troubles communicating at the line, and it leads to the incompletion. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. A shotgun handoff to Patterson. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
But they're certainly not neglecting their run duties as well as they ate up the blockers in front and allowed the secondary to get home.
It looks like a nickel set now for the Browns on 3rd down. From the gun, Mayfield. And that is incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
The Falcons send out their punter as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. They'll call that a 33-yard punt with no return. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. And the football going back over now to the Cleveland Browns. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Rashaan Evans, the linebacker, recording the sack there.
Well, they had the right down and the definite distance to take a shot downfield, but it didn't work out the way that they had envisioned.
No, that's a situation where if you take a sack close to the line of scrimmage, it's not that bad, but a loss like that, you can't take a sack there.
Yeah, absolutely. The one thing you cannot do, they did.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Out of the gun, Watson. Going out wide, finds Chubb. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. So the completion good for 6 yards. And that'll bring up 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. And Gay knocks this one through. That kick, by the way, Charles, a career long.
Well, we did watch him in pregame, and he hit from this distance, so not a surprise. But there still is something exciting about it, carrying it over from practice and pregame to actually doing it in live action.
The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. Baker Mayfield leads the offense out for their next possession. He's played well. Good first half. He's continued that here in the third quarter. But my question, when you're a head coach, what do you look at stat line-wise for your program? Do you go right to turnovers?
You really do. As much as coaches don't want to talk about that, that's where it starts. When I played in college, our first rule for every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. And that's kind of how they judge you. Do you take care of the ball, not turn it over, keep it in the proper hands, and give your team a chance to win?
Well, that's what he's done here in this one so far. And this will be a Falcons first down as the tackle made here at the 36.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense, and hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose.
Here comes the boom. I see you, boy. I see you.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Second and short now following the fumble. Mayfield on play action. Blitz coming, and down he goes. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's third down. So that time, Charles, quarterback helpless really in the pocket in the face of a pass rush like that. They were on him instantly.
And this came from the edge, and those pass rushers, they have so many tricks of the trade to get around blockers. They have a lot of tools in their kit. This was pure speed and athleticism on this play there. And they could barely get a glove on him before he got the quarterback on the ground.
Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Pulled in at the 24. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. On first down, it's Watson. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. To throw on second and 10, Watson. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off by Casey Hayward. And they're already in the red zone. The 18-yard line is where they take over. So from inside the 20, here's first and 10 at the 18. Following the interception, Mayfield. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. I don't know what else can be said about this pass rush. They have been sensational. CD, that is now 6 sacks for them.
And how many times do we talk to offensive coordinators and they say a sack is a result of everyone on offense not doing their job? But let's be honest about this one. This is the offensive line unable to counter the pass rush. They've been teeing off all game long.
To try again after the sack. Mayfield. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete. A chance of wasting this great starting field position. A real threat. This is third and long. Now Mayfield. And he'll complete this one to Patterson. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards. Back to the 33. Ouch. You thought you had the defensive stand. Roughing the passer wipes it out.
What does every defense talk about? 3 and out, right? Thought they were able to get off the field. Not so.
And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
And they have just not been able to block him at all throughout this game. Seems like every other play, he's doing something in the backfield. Already got 2 sacks. And now here's a tackle behind the line.
And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds.
Oh, yeah!
8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. Mayfield. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. Sione Taki in there with pressure yet again. That is the 7th time that they have dropped him here this afternoon.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
So now here comes the field goal team for the 3rd time today. From the left hash, it's a 36-yard attempt. And his kick here is good. And that will bump the lead up to 11. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
And he won't quite make it to the 25. Now Deshaun Watson and his offense heading back out there. And he comes out on the heels of an interception he threw last time they had the ball.
Yeah, and you know, the quarterbacks that I know that are the best ones, the ones that really know how to lead their team, they tell them, that's on me. That's my bad. But let's go back out there and move ahead again, guys. We can get this done.
One good thing for him, it did only lead to 3 points and not a touchdown after that turnover.
Big thanks to the defense. And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
Now a throw here going to be taken in by the tight end, Njoku. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. 1 quarter remains here as the regular season starts to wind down. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Watson, a little touch pass on the jet sweep. And he's over midfield and into Falcon territory. 2nd and 8. 55. Watson looks to throw again. And he slings one that's incomplete. I want to go back to something you said in the 1st quarter about winning.
Is it a positive?
It is a positive.
Okay.
About winning the turnover battle. As a visiting team, as an underdog, you were right. They've done just that, and look where it's gotten them.
It's part of the formula. When you go on the road, as you mentioned, being an underdog, winning the turnover battle is a big key, and this one's playing out in this one.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. And this time he's got the hookup. It's complete. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And a 2-score game, obviously. Every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified. Big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
On 1st and 10, Watson. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Throwing again is Watson. And he comes back with one complete. And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons 30. Here's Watson. So that one a disaster. A big loss there with 2nd down coming up. A shotgun snap for Watson. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. An 8-play drive to this point. So here's play number 9 on 3rd and 7. To throw is Watson. Got a man, it's Ross, complete. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a 1-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. A give. This is Chubb. 58 yards rushing for him so far in this one as he nears 1,400 for the year.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Just keeping the play alive. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Deshaun Watson taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Browns have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th.
Well, I'd have to say that for him, that was an all-encompassing drive because it was his arm that got his team down to that point, but his legs that finished the deal. Give him credit for making it happen.
Here we go. The Browns will go for 2. Looking to maybe throw for it here, Watson. And this is caught. They got it. And that could be an important 2 points. It gets them back within a field goal. I guess the coach looked at the 2-point cheat sheet, said go for it, get it to a 3-point game, and they did it.
Yeah, and sometimes you just throw out time of game. You don't worry about that. There's just a feel sometimes in making that call, and he felt good about what he had for a 2-point conversion, and now they're only down 3 and feeling great about themselves.
Taken at the goal line. And they'll be backed up to start this drive as he's taken down right around the 15. Atlanta regains possession of the football. That last touchdown has made this really tight. They're clinging now to this slim lead. Second half, they only have a field goal. This offense needs to kick it into gear.
And right now, I'm looking directly at the field general, at the quarterback, because to me, he's got to take over right now. By word, pumping his team up, and then, of course, by deed with his play. My high school coach used to say that all the time. Laddie, take over by word and deed.
And deed means action.
Exactly.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Got a man, it's Patterson, complete. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Was that a receiver? Yeah, actually it was. There's a running back who was a receiver on the play. I think he's been spending time in the receiver drills getting his feet down.
Well, those guys out of the backfield, they got to be good, agile. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked by Ronnie Harrison. And they'll have the ball set up in the red zone at the 16-yard line. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And, Brandon, how many times have we with a lot of field behind, more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them, and they took advantage of it there. Got a nice interception and set up their offense in great shape.
And the Browns getting set to go. A golden opportunity for them now following the interception. They need to try to at least get 3. Obviously, a touchdown puts them in a much more secure position. From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. And they'll get to him just inside the 15, even after that strong run we witnessed. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
55, Mike, got 55. Got to do better. 3 down, coming.
Watson. Flush to his right. And he'll slide to a halt here. Still a little shy of the 1st down marker. Watson on 3rd down. And it's going to be caught from Browns. Touchdown. John Ross, his 9th touchdown of the season. And once once again, the Browns are back in front.
Did you see them hold up 4 fingers at the start of the fourth quarter?
They were ready.
They were definitely ready. They may or may not have done that, but they certainly have played that way. The fourth quarter has belonged to them, and now the lead belongs to them as well.
Matt Gay on for the extra point. And that will make this a 4-point game. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And it ends with a touchdown for Cleveland. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. Baker Mayfield leads the offense out for their next possession. And the interception that ended their previous drive, that might be one we look back on and say that was the turning point of this game.
Hey, partner, guess what? There's still time for a few more turning points in this ball game. They're only 1 score down.
Yeah, true. I mean, we could have some twists and turns. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back at the 2. It looks like a 12-yard loss there on the first down sack.
When you see a quarterback retreating away from the line of scrimmage toward the other goal line like that, usually doesn't end well.
You're exactly right about that. Normally, if they're moving from side to side, they've got a chance maybe to get back upfield. He was trying to shake defenders and extend the play, but it doesn't work out very well for them at all. You need those extra yards on the other side of the line of scrimmage. Now you're digging a hole for your offense.
On second down now, it's Patterson, and he will double the space they have to work with as they take it from the 2 to the 4. They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they can use something here on third down. The 7 yards on the carry there, but now they're staring at fourth down.
We often talk of situational football. Let's just call it team football. The defense did their job, got off the field, brought the punting situation, so they're turning the ball back over to their offense. You think those guys will get along very well right now? Of course they will. Defense helped the offense. Now it's their turn to take it downfield.
Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. Now the Browns offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And a good stiff arm and some space to run. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. 86 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. I think you'd have to say Nick Chubb, pound for pound, one of the most powerful runners in the NFL. He proved it there.
Yeah, in this part of the game, the fourth quarter, this is where a running back really has a chance to shine. This is what they've been training for, to take over the game down the stretch. The defense, it's been battered all game long. And here, this is just a case of a runner imposing his will and deciding he didn't want to be tackled right there.
And the next-gen stats shows us the tale of how much yardage he was able to pick up after the initial contact.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a second down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Now, this is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Handoff comes to Chubb. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. So on fourth down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here from the right hash. And this one just a chipper. Gay's kick is good. and that'll make this a 7-point game.
So that gets him a little bit of breathing room, but not much. And you have to think back to the field goal that he missed earlier. This would be a 2-score game right now if he had converted then.
And if you and I are thinking about it, you know he is as well, because in the back of his mind, he's thinking, I hope I get one more shot in an important spot. He just made that one. He wants one more later to truly make up for the earlier miss.
Mayfield and the offense now. Down by 7. A minute 46 to go. A possible crippling loss to their playoff status in the balance, barring a late score. Mayfield. He's got Ferkser. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. Here's Baker. Able to find Patterson. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. Mayfield. And that one nearly intercepted. That would have sealed it. Instead, it'll be second down. Mayfield to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Patterson. And he'll get it out to midfield. Let's see how the spot right at midfield at the 50. Now Mayfield, 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. Falcons going to use their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Mayfield to throw. Going right side here, and that's complete. And the Falcons are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5. Well, Charles, this one's going to be hard to digest. You take the lead into the 4th quarter, lose that lead. Maybe they felt like they let this one slip away a little bit.
They will definitely feel like that, because when you have a lead in the 4th quarter, all you talk about doing is finishing and closing a game out. But when you flip it over, how about that? Making the comeback and then finishing the game, sealing it on defense, they will feel jubilant in their locker room.
So for the Browns, they finished the regular season with another win, their 15th against just 2 losses. And now they'll have the week off as they get set to go after a Super Bowl title. Meanwhile, for Atlanta, this